What happens to a murderer in their next life? Dolores Cannon had this term called the soft way, which means if you murder someone in this life, in your next life, you are going to have karma to balance that out. And she says it can come in the form of taking care of someone, like your mother or a child who really needs the help. That's a way you can pay back the karma. She gave an example of this guy who apparently killed 3 people, and in his next life, those 3 people came into his life as his children, and they needed a lot of care because they couldn't see and they had other disability. So he felt like he never had his own life because he had to take care of these 3 children, which were the victims in his past life. So you don't get out of anything in this life. And also what just came to my mind is Dolores Cannon, before she became a hypnosis therapist, she had to take care of her husband who was in a wheelchair. So that is probably part of her karma from a previous life. And in doing so and helping her husband, she's releasing that karma. And apparently we go through several incarnations with the same souls. So sometimes we have to pay back karma, but I believe the goal is to release all the karma. And I just made a post about this. A lot of souls who incarnate here on Earth choose very, very challenging lives because in doing so, they release that karma. It's kind of like trying to take a high school course at an elementary level. If you can pass the high school course, you can skip a ton of grades. That's what Earth School is like. We knew it was going to be super challenging, but we wanted that because if it wasn't super challenging, it would take so long for us to release this karma that we accumulated. And I don't know how we accumulated this karma, but part of me thinks that just from incarnating here, you accumulate karma. I'm just wondering, like, maybe when we first incarnate here, we don't know really what we're doing, so that's why we accumulate karma. Also, some of these control people on Earth, you see them in the news, they probably have a ton of karma. Like some of these evil people, they might be reincarnating several times.